Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my floor. I'm just going to be showing you all my completed journals. I know those videos are pretty popular back when I started doing YouTube and Instagram, and when I first started journaling, all I would do is watch journal collection videos and journal flip throughs, and now journal flip throughs are pretty few and far between. Even for my channel, I've stopped doing them. I've promised to do them, but I never did. It's just, I was talking to one of my pen pals, my journaling friends, about the journaling community and how I felt that when I started kind of 2015 to probably 2016, 17-ish, that was kind of the golden era of the journaling community. I think it's really before bullet journals really took off, and they kind of overtook the journaling community, in my opinion. Love to hear what you think. Another kind of inspiration for this video, I guess this one will be chatty, is that I was going through all my old videos. A lot of the ones that were on my channel were deleted, but a good portion of them were just privated, so I still have those, and I think I even still have a live stream I did back in 2017 when I was like 19, 20. So that's always embarrassing and interesting. And I noticed that my most popular video was a journal collection video, and yeah, I thought I'd just kind of, I guess for nostalgia's sake, for lack of a better term, try those videos again. I'd love to see your collections, but yeah, let's get into it. And just so you know, I forgot to explain this. I tried to video this already. This is how I keep all my used journals. They're just reusable shopping bags. And I'm gonna have to start a new bag. And they are not nicely stacked in there like they usually are, because I was trying to take a thumbnail picture. But I might have to wait till there's better lighting. But this is how I keep them all. I stack them if they're similar types of journals, just because I don't think if I stack them right, they're not going to damage each other. And I have them in these bags mostly because, in my mind, if there's a fire, which realistically nothing ever goes the way I think it will, but in my fantasy, in this emergency situation, I know everyone's out of the house, and I can run and grab my prized possessions. My journals are my prized possessions. I don't care as long as my family is safe. As long as my family is safe and I had my journals, I would be happy, or better off. If I lost all my journals, I would really be crushed, because I have a shitty memory, and I have letters and stuff from my grandparents, and just funny conversations I'll never remember. So anyways, enough chatting, here at least, and let's get into the video and I'll show you some of my used journals. And welcome back. I decided not to use my desk. I tried to film a few times and I just didn't like the way the lighting was turning out. So we're just gonna do it for my floor. I am just gonna be picking them out randomly from my bags, and so they're not in any particular order. And let's just get started. This one is from May to October of 2019. It was right after I graduated from college, so a lot of trying to figure out what to do with my life in this journal. And we also took a trip to Colorado, which is where I got this sticker, and this one I went to Breckenridge, Colorado. It's really pretty. I'm sorry I can't tell you where I got these stickers. They were just in a random shop, because that town is just covered in like snowboard, skateboard stickers, so it was pretty nice for me. And then let me see what I can show you. I want to show you at least a little bit from each journal. I'll just use this thank you card to cover it up. So let me see, what can I show you. I feel like I did a flip through of this, but I took it down. It's just a pain to have to cover everything up. Here's one. Here's a really nice spread that reminds me of Megan from Megan's Diaries. Really colorful, vintage lady, butterflies. So it's very Megan. And at this time I was looking for my first job post-college, and I had a few interviews, some with like scammy kind of companies. If you're fresh out of school looking for a job, or like just starting the workforce, marketing jobs, a lot of them were, you weren't actually marketing, you're one of those people at the booth at the grocery store trying to convince you to get like Dish or some kind of subscription, stuff like that. And luckily they passed me up for those interviews, or maybe I just interviewed poorly. This is a spread from a prompt or a challenge that I think Johanna Cloud did. Can't remember. I'm pretty sure that's what this was. So I made kind of a quilt out of different scraps, and I just added these orchids because I thought they would look cool. Okay, and this is something I used to do a lot that I don't quite do anymore. This is just full of postcards. I might pull them out to show you, but there's just writing in the background above them. But this is just a magazine cutout of some really good looking food for the most part, and it's just a pocket out of magazine cutouts. I think those look really cool, especially the way you fold them. They can turn out really awesome. So let me show you these postcards, and then we're just going to move on to the next journal. So this one is from a friend. This one is from Megan. I can already tell I haven't looked at this one in a while. Yes, it's from Megan, and she's one of my favorite stickers that was popular at the time. This one is one from Jay. A beautiful or interesting moon. And then this one is from another journaling friend that's no longer online, so I won't say her name, but a really cute illustration. So let's move on to the next journal, since we've been on this one long enough, and I have a feeling this video is going to be really long. So I will make just showing the covers and maybe showing a few pages. I'll mark them out for the people who don't want chatty, because I get that. I'm not a huge fan of chatty videos, even though I make mine chatty. So next, we are going to be moving on to this journal. Let's see. This is from May of this year to September 30th of this year. So May to September of this year. It's another Exceed notebook. So I've been using this past 3 years or so, and now I'm moving up into a bigger size. I'm much happier in a bigger size. I wasn't sure if it would be, but anyways, you don't care about that. We'll talk about that journal when we get to it. This is from Goulet Pens. This is where I got my green Lamy Safari. These two are Honyarara stickers. I love her shop. I love it so much. I think I've been shopping from it since 2018, 2019, when it first kind of opened, whenever that was. But we'll get to that journal too. And then this is a sticker from Redbubble. This is a anime character. His name's Ace. He's from my favorite anime, which is One Piece. And then these are stickers of the Grand Canyon that I had got. My mother-in-law used to kind of scrapbook, so she had a bunch of really old vintage stickers that she didn't want because she didn't really scrapbook anymore. And if you didn't know, I got married, and this is where we went for our honeymoon. So Redbubble sticker, a sticker from a friend, an old HEB sticker from when I worked there when I was in high school that I stuck here. I haven't seen these in a long time. And then this is a Kuma sticker from Megan, and if you didn't know, Kuma means bear in Japanese. So let's see what pages I can show you from this one. I don't think yeah, this is one. Here is one that I posted on Instagram I really like. This is based off of James Luke Burke's stream of consciousness crafting, creative art, journaling, whatever. I do stream of consciousness writing, but I'd never kind of tried it in a artsy way. It's not the prettiest, but it was fun to make, and if you can't tell, I have a big issue with procrastination. And then this is a envelope from some mail I really like. You didn't see it on my Instagram, but I did a sticker bomb on one side of this, and I really like doing hidden sticker bombs or sticker collages. I think those are really fun, and when people flip through these, it'll be really fun for them too. This is a really cute printout my husband left on my desk. This is from, at the time, this was one of the most recent mangas release or chapter releases of One Piece, and she's my favorite character, and I think it's really cute because he's really cute. Here is from my bridal shower. My aunts threw for me. So here are the glasses, and here are the little candy boxes that are shaped like grooms. There's some that were shaped like bridesmaid dresses, but there's pictures with those. I've been using pictures a lot more too. A lot of writing. It doesn't seem like it from the way my journal bulks up, but there is a ton of writing in here that goes around the collaging. Every time my husband goes to a Magic the Gathering draft, when there's a new set, he'll give me the sleeves, the card sleeves for me to craft with as I wish. And then this is just a bag from a restaurant. Let's see. Here's another kind of collage. This is when the Halloween stuff started to come out, and I love these sour Skittles. They're so good. And then this is from a recent release for a Magic the Gathering Midnight Hunt. It's based in a universe that's full of werewolves and vampires, and it's Victorian, like the stereotypical vampire stuff. But, I mean, this one's about werewolves. But he knew I would love it, and I do. Here, final page from this, and we'll move on, is my order of my Lamy Safari from Goulet Pens, and I also ordered some samples, which I still have a bunch of. They're iridescent inks, even though these aren't super iridescent, besides this one, the Organic Studios Santiago Sea Blue. The rest aren't very iridescent. So, yeah. Let's move on to the next journal. Another Exceed notebook. I promise we'll be moving on to different type of notebooks eventually. Let's see. This one is from September 23rd of 2020 to February 11th of 2021. So this is a partial of this year, which this one feels like a million years ago. This is a vintage card I have. And I really like houses and illustrations of houses, so I love this one and very cozy. This is a red bubble sticker from a friend, and then the Dr. Pepper Museum in Waco, my husband and a friend and I went there, and that's where he proposed to me. Not at the museum, but in Waco. So it's this one's super, super special. So let's see what I can show you in this one. Here is, okay. Here is another pocket page. It's not made out of magazine, but I like how this collage came out, and it's full of mail from friends, a letter from Megan, and there's writing in the back that's covering up. I need to go faster. Here is my pathetic attempt at Danny's Halloween challenge. I didn't even participate really this year. I did a few prompts just because, but I didn't really try like I did. I still want to finish this, and maybe this will be a New Year's resolution, is to go back to 2020 and finish out all these prompts, because I did some of them, but a lot of them I didn't really have the ephemera for, like Asylum, and a lot of them were writing prompts. So yeah, I like how this came out. I think it's really cool, and I want to do right by Danny and keep my promise of actually finishing her challenge, since she loves it so much. Here is a page, a gift from his grandma, and some wrapping paper. Dang, I can't show you much in this one. Here, these are my favorite types of collages to make, even though this year I just wasn't feeling Christmas. But I love making the Christmas collages with all the wrapping paper and tags. Not many tags this year, but I love these. These are always so fun and festive. Then this is wrapping paper that a gift came in, and I took it out to make it a pocket when when I was ready to put in my journal. And these are just more tags with notes, which I haven't read them in a while, so I don't know what they say. So I'm just going to put these back. And I got this wrapping paper again this year, and I have a big swath of it, so I'm going to keep this one for my current journal and my blue book. Let's see. Okay. Then dress hunting. Here is a picture of me trying on dresses at David's Bridal. If you're getting married, don't go to David's Bridal. They suck. I felt like crap going there. And my second visit, they got me a dress 2 sizes too small, even though I told her what my dress size was. So don't go to David's Bridal because they suck and they make you feel like crap. And then I mean, it was really, the first time wasn't bad. The girl, I guess my dress lady, tried hard, so it was the second one that sucked. But they gave me this bag with magazine, and so I cut them out, or ripped out the pages I really liked. I was really, towards the end, the wedding, everything stressed me out, but this is when I first got engaged, and it was really, really, really fresh and exciting and unbelievable. And there's more Magic the Gathering. So let's move on. Let's see, where am I at? I'm at 15 minutes. And I don't know how many journals I have. I know it's over 10. So here is yet another Exceed Leuchtturm sized journal. And I think I got this one in Breckenridge too. And this is also just another card. This is probably one of my favorite ones. I love this card cover, and it's a shame I didn't finish this journal. It was only partially done. This one is from October 2019 to January 2020. Alright, and then here is a page where I collected leaves from the lawn where I was living. My husband and I were living with his mom, and I collected leaves from her yard, and I put packing tape on it, so I don't know how it'll do in the future, but after 2 years, it's holding up pretty well. There's no yellowing or anything, so that's nice. So I think that looks pretty cool. It really looks like the leaves are falling down from the trees. That was one of my favorite things to do, was lay under their big tree and watch all the leaves fall down. Okay, yeah, so I love this one. I love this wrapping paper. I don't know what happened to it. I only got to use it that 1 year, but I have it here at least. Alright, and then here is another Christmas spread that I really love. Here's a cute little card from my uncle. I love tiny cards. And then these are little cards that marked presents, and they had foam, but I tore the foam off so it wouldn't bulk up as much. I haven't been in this pocket in a long time. This is a sticker tag, or a sticker backing I made into a tag to list the gifts I had received that year. And then in here are our lotto tickets, which is a tradition of my family's to do lotto tickets, but I think that's pretty common for a lot of people, at least in the US. And then tags from gifts that I don't even know if they're from my gifts, because this year I told my sister to save her wrapping paper for me, because I wanted to scrapbook with it. Because I like collecting things with my name on it, like pieces of wrapping paper that people wrote my name on it. Especially my mom and grandma's handwriting. Right, now we're moving on to this journal. This is an older one. This is from 2017. This is journal number 7, as says the spine. So this is from August to September of 2017. I was still in college. I was a sophomore or junior in college. Something like that, yeah. I graduated 2019. So I took the time to help myself in editing later and help save your boredom and mark pages. So here is one Happy Meal I got from my pen pal Leia. We just started pen paling again. I need to write her back. is with the holidays, it's been crazy, but I'm sure she understands. But she's a really talented artist. She's awesome. Then I know there's another one in here. Oh well. So then here's birthday spread, a late birthday gift from my husband's grandma, and you know, there's a card and handwriting, and I love this Miss Grossman sticker. And I do enjoy the back. I really like it. That is Lenny Journal's drawing. Coincidentally, we got to meet in person and we actually worked together, because it turns out we were pen paling only to realize we lived like 20 minutes from each other, and I moved to that town and worked at the same place she did. So she's a really, really awesome person. And we got to journal and hang out once, and I wish when I lived closer to her we could have done more together. But maybe someday. So there we go. Next. Alright, and then here is another journal from this year. It's halfway finished. It is an Exceed, but it's a lot smaller size. It's probably like a standard Leuchtturm size, so we have a whole like almost inch that I lost in this. I used to use these a lot in college, but I just don't like this narrow size anymore. So I've moved on, and I wasn't going to use a journal I didn't like. But I'll reuse the pages for something like pen paling, even though I have most of my journals I have to cut out pages so they don't fall apart. So let's see what pages I marked off. So here is just an Easter card from my husband's grandma, super cute. I always save all our cards, especially the ones that say Mr. and Miss so-and-so. I think those are super cute. This one is just a collage. I wrote sideways. It's okay. It's not my favorite way to write, I guess, if that makes sense. I'm getting tired. But I like this collage. Most of this is just Breathe magazine. I just added washi tape, this phrase, and then these holographic stars. I really love the holographic stars though. So love that. Let's see. Then finally, here is another page. I really like it. It reminded me of Creatively Free to Be Me. I like the way she journals. It's very messy and very organic, and she builds up a page slowly, even though this one wasn't slow, but it reminds me of that. I had this old picture of my husband and I when we first started dating, and this picture is from when he met my mom for the first time. And yeah, it's a long time ago now. So that's this one. I like all the front stickers. I think they're really cute, and I wish I would have used them for a journal I kept longer. So let's move on to the next one. And boom, this one's really different. This one is a journal I think I got as a gift, but it's for sure from Barnes & Noble. It's faux leather, it's soft cover, and I usually don't fill journals cover to cover for some reason. Like wow, I'm getting tongue-tied now. So usually I don't finish them cover to cover. This one is almost cover to cover. There's still a few blank pages, but I really enjoyed this one. I like the way it feels in my hand. It's a good size. I guess I like my journals more wide than narrow. I don't like them very narrow, so this one is probably about ½ an inch shorter than a standard Leuchtturm size, whatever that is. I feel like I've been told a million times. But this one is from November of 2017 to February of 2018, so in college. And let's see what I can show you. And I didn't. Alright, let me mark off what I can show you, and I'll be back. Hey, sorry. I literally can barely show you anything in this one, because it's mostly writing. It just seems bulky. I mean, it's bulky, but there's not that much in it that I can show you, because it is mostly writing. So I like this magazine cutout. It's a catalog my grandma always gets, so it reminds me of her. And then this is another Christmas collage that I like. This is when I was in my washi tape phase, so I got a lot of washi tape from my mom and more washi tape. And my favorite perfume that has been discontinued. It's literally the best perfume I've ever smelled. So let's move on. This is, I'd say, a journal 2.0. It's when I was starting to get into bookbinding. And I love this paper because it's pretty and also reminds me of this time. This is when I lived with my great aunt, which is really amazing. I'm really lucky I got to live with her, and I wish I could. She lives far away, and I wish I could go see her more often. But I didn't really fill it out, and for some reason I put washi tape on each page, even though I don't like that, and it kind of stresses me out for some reason. So I barely count that as a journal. I just don't have the heart to throw it away. This is my first traveler's notebook my mom got me. It's very tall for a traveler's notebook, I think, but I'm not too sure. But my mom got it for me, so it's extra special. I didn't finish it either. There's just something about this size that just I can't do. But I have this wrapping paper still. I think that's when I got my first wax seal. Let me see what I can show you. So this is a cutout. I just like the way these people look. And this is a grub plush that my husband got me. Was my boyfriend at the time. He was playing this game a lot, and the grubs were my favorite characters. It's called Hollow Knight. It's a really cute game. You should watch gameplay of it if you don't like playing video games or don't have the console to play it, or the computer or whatever. But super cute. Now we're getting into the oldies but a goodie, and these are ones that I flipped through back in the day, if you remember. These are Barnes & Noble leather journals. They're very expensive. I got most of them as gifts from my grandma, because my grandma's awesome, and she's just the type of person that if you show slight interest in anything, she will be behind you 100% to get you whatever you need. I love this journal. I want to get another one like this, but in brown. I like blank pages or mostly dot grid, but I can deal with the lines. It's really soft. It doesn't really smell. It doesn't have a smell anymore, but it's just been patinaed and handled so much. It's really floppy leather. I like it. Excuse my leg. So I'm sure there's a lot I can show in here. So give me a minute. And oh yeah, before I do that, this is from March 2017 to August 2017, and I used to fill out a lot more journals than I do now, like 5 a year. I think I might be doing 2.5 since I've abandoned a few. So let's see what I can show you. And this is when I lived with my great aunt, so this one's also really precious. Not that all of them aren't precious. Here is the few pages I'll show you, because despite how chunky it is, a lot of it is personal writing. So this is my first dip into traveling mail, which Migrant Cow, that's how I found, I guess, that community. This is how I got the idea to make envelopes out of things that weren't just plain paper, or just making envelopes in general. I just would go crazy when people would make envelopes out of magazine pages, especially ones from other countries. And then I won a contest and I got all these journaling cards, which is pretty sweet. I rarely win things. This is a prompt page that I was just going through my childhood, just all the games I used to like to play, you know, all the good things from it. And The Sims for the Wii was something me and my cousin would fight over at our grandma's house when we played together. So I'd play my save file, and then we'd argue for a while, and my grandma would yell at us, and then we'd switch, and we'd just keep doing that until we got tired of it. So this is Clara, this is Mare Rosalind, and then Violet was my favorite character because I wanted to be a goth girl, I guess, even though I never did. But yeah, it's really sweet. I want to replay it. I don't know if it'll be the same or if it would ruin the memory for me, but yeah. And then here is a card from Lindsay at Lenny Journals. And then this is when I kind of abandoned this journal, or, you know, I never finished it completely and I was towards the end and I was tired of it, but I felt bad since it was so expensive and they have such nice paper. So I would go back and write childhood memories in this one, like my uncle reading my cousin and I Tom Sawyer for some school assignment for my cousin, but he would kind of bribe us into doing it together and answering questions like a teacher, and if we got the answer right, we got jelly beans, which are Jelly Bellies, are really good ones. Then I have my college acceptance letter. I just found it at my parents' house and I didn't want to lose it. This is a Twilight card my mom got me, and it came with stickers, but I used them all, unfortunately. And I reread the Twilight series, and that's how I got back into Twilight. Funko Pop packaging. I still have that Funko Pop. Card from my dad. He doesn't, not a huge card person. And then random packaging, and then I gave up and didn't care anymore. So there is this one. I might actually have to break this into 2 parts. I'm going to do maybe 1 or 2 more, and then I will see you in the next one. Here is another one. I'd love to get another one of these leather journals. Maybe this exact one. It just has really smooth leather, but the problem with this kind, it's not embossed, the pattern rubs off. But I also didn't finish this one completely. I was gluing pages together, and I cut out pages. I don't know what was wrong with me in this journal, but I did. So this one is from journal number 9. It's from February of 2018 to May of 2018. And I like the way the inside cover is decorated on this one. I think it's super cute. And I used to pre-decorate the whole inside cover too, but I don't do that anymore. I build it up. But I remember this sticker was super popular back then, but I love how it came out. It's very fun. And I was into tabs too. I tried to be into tabs, but it just didn't work out because they bend off. But I might try again. I've been thinking about tabs. So let's see. What can I show you? Here is Fiesta, Texas. It's a theme park here. And me and my mom and brother and sister went, and we had fun. So I just circled all the places, or at least one of the ones we went to. I'm not too sure if I circled anything else. Nope. But fun score was 10 out of 10. So yay me. And then let's look at this page. In the next video, I'll go through the journals and mark off the pages so we can get through them. And then once all the parts are out, I will consolidate them. Here's some stamps I got. I was really into stamps, and I'm more into the flat polymer stamps because they take up less space. But this reminds me of my mom because she likes all these farm animals, and that farm boho, a frog, because my grandma loved frogs. And then I just like this fall theme one, which I still use. And there's this cute donut washi I got as a present that I don't know what happened to the rest of the roll. I wish I did though. Here is a really fun Easter. I'm not a huge fan of Easter, but this one made me really happy. My parents and grandparents came to see me in my hometown in college, and so they stayed in a hotel, of course. And so we did like an Easter egg hunt in the parking lot of this hotel, and me and my brother and sister kind of, you know, they were little, so I was kind of dominating them and finding all the eggs. But my mom gave me this spray thing that came with stencils, and I used it for a really long time, and I wish I could get another one. You'd stick the pen in there and like you'd pump it instead of blow it. I want another one of those, but this is from a bag, and this one's just really sweet. That brought back that memory. And here's an ad I really like. I'm gonna see if this still smells. I don't know. Vaguely, but it smells weird. It doesn't smell too good anymore. But I really love this ad, and you can see me doing the spray ink there. So let's see. Here is a summer checklist I had at the time. I only accomplished 2. This one, I went ice skating and I sprained my wrist because I slipped on the ice. I don't think they'll lost any weight. Didn't go to Craftsman, didn't get a certification, didn't go to the beach, I didn't really write, didn't eat a food truck. So yeah, that is that one, and I'm showing you one more. Go to part 2, enjoy, let me know what you think, and yeah, let me get one more out of here, which this one is one of my favorites. It's kind of been warped from being in that bag, so I'm a little worried. Maybe I need to find a better way to store it. I was telling my husband I was wanting to get a fireproof safe and like a water fireproof safe to put these in, just in case the house burned down, because like I said, usually things don't turn out the way I think they will, or I won't react the way I think I will. So if there's a fire, I'm probably going to be sure everyone's out and then lose my shit and run outside. Then my poor journals will be here unprotected. But anyways, I'm in a weird mood now. This is my second journal. This is from, May of 2016 to August of 2016. I started in about, my first journal was 2015, and I journaled sporadically. Like, I still did it a few times a month, so I consider that at least somewhat consistent, the beginnings of consistency. And this is where my creative journaling really took off, because I started in a composition book. I was so excited about this journal, and I love this journal. I love the cover, I love peonies, and just like that other one, the print is getting rubbed off, especially right here where, you know, I put my hands. But I love this journal. It has a special place in my heart, and I wasted a lot of pages. I burned through this in 2 months, so I definitely can't do that anymore. But I think a journal meets the needs you have at a time, and if you need to fill 20 journals to feel better, or if you just fill 1 a year, you know, whatever, it doesn't matter. Maybe we'll talk about that another time. I can't show you it, but there's a letter from my husband. The first one he ever sent me when we were apart, when I went back home for school, which is so sweet. And yeah, that one's sweet. I have to reread it. I haven't reread it. It's just kind of sticking out here in my journal. And another trend that was really popular back in the day was like a what's in my bag, or what's in my purse, and that was like a prompt people would share online, which is really interesting or weird. I'm gonna do it again. Why not? I'm just a throwback prompt. So let's see what was in my purse in 2016. A wallet, car keys, a dark foundation. So I bet my grandma gave me some Mary Kay. That was too dark for me because I'm pasty. Pepper spray, a pen, a perfume cap, a portable charger, trash, and Japanese candy, washi tape, a band-aid, a pad, and a business card for a local hair salon. Let's see what else. This is kind of sweet because it's like the beginning of my husband and I's relationship, and it's just really sweet to have that. I'm glad. I wish I would have kept my journals as a kid, but I threw them away because they got red and I got mad, and I didn't wanna have them anymore because I was mad. But I kind of played myself. Then these are some backings of Korean stickers. This when I was first getting into stickers, and I was obsessed. And you know, when you start a new hobby, everything's exciting, and that's what this journal is. Me being excited about everything and throwing shit in here. And the adhesive is not sticking, so I will come back to these another day. Well, fuck it, whatever. This is a tracing of my husband's hand. As you can see, he has really big hands compared to mine, and I was really shy, and it was embarrassing to ask him, but I'm glad I did anyway, so I could have a tracing of his hand, and I've done that in a few journals. I also did some really bizarre collages like this one. This is really random. Just finding my style, especially compared to what it is now. This is cute. This is the first thing, I think this is one of the first gifts I think this was the first gifts he ever sent me when we were apart. It was I love pugs. He knew how much I love pugs, and it was a pug-tato tank. So there's a picture of me printed on photo paper, and it's yellowing because of the packing tape. And it's super cute, and there's a picture of him, and it was a T-Fury shirt. So this one's super sweet spread. I think this might be my favorite of that one. I wish I would have put in more pictures, for sure. I've been putting in a lot of pictures recently. Here's a birthday spread, a birthday from my friend, and my brother doesn't really write much like my dad, so it's rare I get written anything from him, but he left this on my desk when I lived there, just happy B-Day from my brother, so that one's super sweet. Here is some vintage Halloween bags that I still have, that I got and stuck in here to keep for record's sake, and these are washi tapes I had a long time that were favorites, especially this cat one. It was pretty great, and this tag. It's a whole new world of journaling. It's my grandma's hands, and we have about the same hand size. We wear the same ring size. She wrote me a special message. This one's super special. I want to scan this so I never lose it. This is a old postcard they sent my uncle, but I guess they never did when they went to Canada. So they gave it to me, and then I just didn't finish the rest of the book and just sticker upon a bunch of Lisa Frank stickers. Back here. And listography, I know it's a thing. I tried it. My favorite words, which are still pretty much my favorite words. And then something I did was, put in the slip of my new journal back here so I knew which one to go to next, which I never followed. And this is my first attempt at a pocket. I don't know what's in here. And then a fortune. And I think I also left a spot where future people who got my journal could sign their name and write a few things about themselves. I don't know where that's at. I did that for quite a few journals. But anyways, that's part one. I will see you in the next one. I'm not even through the first bag. Actually, you know what? Let's do one more, just so that I can round it out, and that's one bag. And I have another bag to show you. And this is another Italian leather journal that my grandma gave me. It's beautiful. It has a rougher texture, so I know that the spine, or the pattern is not going to rub off. The spine's kind of caved in, if you can see. It's weird. I hope this one doesn't fall apart. But this one's jam-packed too. I love this one. I go through these fairly often, at least a few times a year. So October 2016 to February 2017. And I covered stuff up in this one from an old flip through. It's not the best cover I've ever done, but let's see what I can show you. Okay, I love this page. This is a card from my mom that she had sent me. Getting sloppy now because I'm tired. Alright, and it's a cute Peanuts one. And this reminds me of a gathering I got together with my friends, and I just got this card, so that it's like reminds me of my mom and that random get together I went to. Articles from school, movie tickets, cutouts. It's like here it's another one of our hands, like I traced my hand, and then he traced his, and obviously you can see I did it in different colors so you could see our hands together, which is super cute. I'm going to do this again now that we're married. There's something similar. Maybe I'll do it on camera. I don't know if he'll let me trace his hand on camera. He might just say no. But who knows? He might humor me. And I think it'd be super cute. Maybe a Valentine's Day video? Yeah, let's do a Valentine's Day video like that. And then another Christmas spread and people writing my name and a Christmas stamp and wrapping paper and stuff from cards and whatever. Getting tired. And then here's another Christmas spread with wrapping paper and wrapping paper with my name on it. Then this was the year of washi too. I got this set of washi that pretty much everyone had at the time. Is the pack of like 30 you got from Hobby Lobby. I still have a lot of these. I haven't used them up, but I've been using washi more than I have used to. And then there's the end of that. I love that one. I need to find that one. And these are some roses I got. And I pressed them and I made them into this weird bouquet, even though that one's kind of rotten. Moldy or rotten, both don't sound very appealing. My cousin graduated. I have a napkin from her graduation. And I was into Valentine's Day more way back when, so Valentine's Day cover page and a Polaroid of my sweet. And more newspapers from my college article. And this was a prompt for Tulip Tube February, which was Megan's old journaling thing, I think. Yeah, a new journal. Alright, I'm tired. That's it. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.